Good morning. This is the Town of Hempstead Board of Appeals, July 1st, 2026, 9:30 a.m. meeting. Will everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, do you have any opening remarks?
Few remarks. For those of you who have not appeared before us, the priority in which we call the cases are as follows. First, we'll ask for any adjournments. If there are any requests for adjournment, we will we'll take those cases first, and then we'll get into the calendar with renewals coming on first, and then the regular cases. In terms of the hearings, the the applicant makes their presentation. If there are any people who are in opposition, the opponents will have the opportunity of telling us their side of the story, and then we allow the applicant or his or her representative to sum up. Once we will then close the hearings. During the hearings, we will accept almost any pertinent evidence. We're not constrained by the strict rules of evidence. This is not a court of law. It's an administrative body. But once we close the hearings, no more evidence will be accepted. We do not, if you have photographs that you want to show us and they're on your phone, the only way we will accept those is if you give us your phone, and you won't get it back. So I would suggest you refrain from that. Some of the decisions will be made today. Others will be put on reserve. If you think the decision on your case is going to be made, you're free to call the office tomorrow. All the proceedings are videotaped. They are archived, so you can refer to them in the future if you wish. We do have a court reporter who will take down all the testimony, so that we would ask that no one attempt to speak over anyone else, because you can't take all of that down simultaneously. And I believe that's all I have to say on the subject, so we can move forward.
Mr. Chairman, we do not have any adjournments for this morning.
Okay.
First, we'll be calling case 118726, Baldwin, St. Christopher's Roman Catholic Church, amusement rides special event, duration July 16th, 2026 through July 19th, 2026, also known as church parking lot.
Good morning, my name is Maria Christ. I'm coming from St. Christopher's Parish, 11 Gale Avenue, Baldwin.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So you're here for a special event. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
So it's at our annual parish feast, and it's going to be from July 16th until the 19th. We have a lot of volunteers. Everybody just comes together to celebrate with us, and it's really a community event that we held.
You have rides?
We will have rides, yes.
How many?
So right now, about 9.
And who's providing the rides for you?
So this year we have a company called Lifetime Vending and Amusement.
Okay. Hours
So
of
it's going to
operation?
be 6 till 10 and 6 till 11. So we will close early on Thursday and Sunday, and then Friday and Saturday will be until 11 p.m.
You have music?
Yes, we will have music.
What, a DJ or?
We will have bands coming in. And
Bands?
Yes.
Okay. The music has to stop at 10 o'clock.
Even if you're open till 11.
Yeah, actually, we end up around 9 normally for music.
aren't you starting earlier than that on Saturday and Sunday, or no?
No, 6. We always
Even on
do
the
it at 6.
weekends, you're not
No.
opening until 6?
Yes.
Do you have, so let me just back up. How many years have you guys done this?
51.
Okay. Now, do you have, this is the, let's see, it's a church. So do you have congregants who work at the festival? Like, say, those who wear like a shirt that says security?
Correct.
For
We have
example.
security. We have retired police officers that are coming in, and they are parishioners of the church, so they come and help us.
Do they
during the-
wear something that identifies them as
They do.
like a yellow shirt or something with
Yes,
security on?
yes.
Okay. And have you also notified the local precinct by letter of the upcoming planned event?
Yes, we have.
Okay. And then as it relates to the trash, I suppose there are trash cans around?
Correct. And we have
And who's picking up, what service is picking up the trash? Is it the town or is it private carting?
it's private, and we have volunteers that are going to be around during the whole feast that will be just kind of making sure that everything remains clean.
Right,
And
so the volunteers are going to police the area.
Right.
Not the security people, but police it by looking for garbage each evening or
Correct.
throughout the day and picking up the garbage and put it. But I'm asking you, as it relates to picking up, I imagine you need the garbage picked up more than once during this festival?
there will be a dumpster in
So
there.
is that a town cart?
No.
Carting? Oh, that's the private cart. Okay. And then, so that's the police, the security, the carting. The chairman already told you about the music.
Garbage.
I did garbage. See, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Make a motion on case 118726 Baldwin St. Christopher's Church special event be granted as requested.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Have a
nice
great event.
celebration.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
I came in early. Right,
Next, we have case 34626, Baldwin, CVS Albany LLC, renewal of grant to maintain one double-face illuminated detached ground sign with non-permitted reader board attached thereto, overall height 20 feet, overall size 154 square feet, 77 square feet per face, setback 5 feet from front and side property lines, also known as 1829 Grand Avenue. Hello.
Hi, good morning. My name is Arlene Melly. I'm with Ultimate Signs and Designs at 86 Sewell Street in Hempstead.
good morning.
Good morning. I'm here to renew the variance for the non-conforming ground sign based on the reader board and the reduced setback. There have been no changes to the site as of this time, and everything should be pretty straightforward.
For the record, the building department inspected the sign on April 27, 2026, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by this board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move, Mr. Chairman, that the hearing be closed, that the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. I'm doing the next
Oh,
one.
you got the next one too?
One in again?
No.
Okay.
Next is case 34726, East Meadow,
Not me,
CVS
I'm
Albany LLC, renewal of grant to maintain one double-face illuminated detached ground sign, overall height 18 feet, also known as 2419 Hempstead Turnpike. Ma'am, I have you sworn in from earlier, just your name and address again for the record.
Arlene Melly with Ultimate Signs at 86 Sewell Street, Hempstead. And I'm here to renew the variance for a dedicated CVS ground sign that is the second one on the property.
Okay, for the record, this location was inspected by the building department also on April 27th. I guess they decided to hit both at the same time. And the building department found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, sir.
Okay, any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Miller, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? You're not here on the next one? It's
No.
another sign case. How'd you miss that one?
That's
How about some fences? You want to do 3 fences?
Have a great holiday, everybody.
You too.
You too.
Next, we have case 34826, Wantaw Willowwood Associates LP, renewal of grant to maintain second double-faced detached illuminated ground sign, only one permitted, overall size 73 square feet, 36.5 square feet per face, overall height 15 feet 4 inches, and setback 1 foot from front property line on Jerusalem Avenue, also known as 4791 Wantaw Avenue. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Good morning, how are you? My name is Kevin Early. I work for Breslin Realty, and I'm here on behalf of the Willowwood Associates LP. I'm seeking the renewal of a sign. This is a pylon sign. It's been a long-standing sign, and we've received prior approvals on this.
All right. We'll call you the interloper because you stole her thunder. She had 2 signs before you, huh?
Yeah, that was
All right, so the building department inspected the property on April 29th of 2026, and they also found that all previously imposed conditions by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Mr. Early, you'll be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second? All in favor? Any opposed?
Good day.
You guys have a happy holiday.
You too. Thank you.
Next, we have case 34926, near Lawrence, Mattress Firm, renewal of grant to maintain one double-face illuminated detached ground sign, overall size 100 square feet, overall height 20 feet, and setback 10 feet from Rockaway Turnpike, also known as 660 Rockaway Turnpike. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Good morning. My name is Michelle Tornatore. I'm with Masiri Sign Company, 14827 Guy Arbor Boulevard in Jamaica, New York.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, so this is another sign renewal.
Correct.
And the building department inspected the property on April 30th of 2026. They found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add? Didn't think so. Okay. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good day. Patrick, what do we have, all signs today? Is there anything else? Do we have any
We
real
have
cases?
one more, just to round it out.
All right.
Next, we have case 35026, Oceanside Sands and Schatz Realty Company LLC, renewal of grant to maintain one double-face exterior lit professional sign, 32 square feet per face, and overall size 64 square feet, overall height 8 feet, and setback 1 foot from front property line, also known as 3471 Long Beach Road. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Good morning. My name is Pamela Sands of Sands and Schatz Realty, 3471 Long Beach Road, Oceanside. I am here to maintain a grant for a professional sign at my office.
Well said.
Change it up now. All right, so, so this too is a renewal of a sign, a grant for a sign. The building department inspected the property on April 30th, and they found that all conditions previously imposed by the board are being complied with. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move, Mr. Chairman, that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll be notified by mail of the board's decision.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's all right. Now we'll get into some real cases, I guess.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that was the last renewal for the morning.
Okay.
Next, we have cases 35126 through 35326 near Floral Park. Henry Mick. Variance, lot area occupied, construct addition and second story addition, both attached to dwelling. Variance, lot area occupied, maintain deck attached to dwelling. Special exception to maintain accessory structure, shed higher than permitted, exceeding horizontal maximum with less than required side and rear yard setbacks, and with lot area occupied variance, also known as 74 Colonial Road. Swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
There's a sign-in sheet. Do you have a sign-in sheet on this one? Oh, that's why I don't have a sign-in sheet. Christopher, are you in favor, opposed, or interested?
In favor.
Okay. Mark, can I have a pen? Let me borrow your pencil. That's all right. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Chris Dowdell. I'm here with Henry Mitchick from 74 Colonial Road in Belrose Terrace. I'm with Bobby K. Architects in Belrose. We provide the drawings for Mr. and Mrs. Mitchick. Today we're seeking relief from a pre-existing non-conforming lot at 74 Colonial Road, Belrose Terrace. Case 351 is to construct a one-story kitchen addition and a second-floor bedroom addition. Case 352 is to maintain an existing deck that is attached to the existing dwelling. This case would be moot if the kitchen addition is approved, and we won't need that deck any longer. Case 353 is to maintain an existing shed in the backyard.
Read any of this? I can't read. What is he asking? Oh, I forgot my new thing. I know that.
Mr. and Mrs. Mitchick grew up in this neighborhood. They chose to raise their 3 children here. The youngest child still has 5 more years in school, and they'd like to stay here for that duration. They've lived in this house for 23 years and would like to finally renovate and enlarge the existing living space. The lot that they are on is an existing non-conforming lot at 30 feet wide by 90 feet deep. The house currently occupies 33.6% of the lot, where 27.5% is allowable. The existing setbacks are also non-conforming at 2.52 feet minimum and an aggregate of 9.7.
Wait, so that side yard and side yard aggregate?
The
Say what the setback is before you say the number. So that,
what
was the side yard?
existing side yard setbacks, they're non-conforming. The first one is a 2.52 foot minimum. 2.52. And the aggregate is 9.7 feet.
Has your client applied for a non-conforming? And they have? Say yes, or she can't take a nod.
Oh, yes.
And do you happen to have the findings or conditions approval of the non-conforming?
We're here today, that's why.
Well, no, you're here for variances, but you said it was a non-conforming lot with a house on it.
Okay.
It's a procedure in the Department of Buildings where if that's what it is, you would be encouraged to file for a non-conforming certificate of occupancy.
We weren't encouraged to file for anything.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. So permit number 25-209 was to maintain a non-conforming one-family dwelling with conditions, and it's active.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Henry.
Okay. Do you happen to have a copy of that?
Or is there one in our file, if you know?
There should be one in the file. If not, I have a copy.
Here you go, Joe.
There it is. So that permit is classified here as being an open building permit.
Have you completed the conditions on your non-conforming? Or is that part of this?
Well, this is part of it.
They're all together.
It's part of it,
Still
yeah,
open and
yeah.
not closed yet?
If you look at the conditions here, you'll see.
May I ask you, you noted that prior to these changes you're Josh to make now, that the lot area occupied is 33.6, I think?
Correct.
And what is, with the shed and the deck and the first floor addition, what is the aggregate lot area occupied you're looking for?
It'll be 33.6%. We're not changing the footprint.
Well, I have a construct an addition and construct a second-story addition.
Well, the second-story addition will be actually 1 foot further in on the side yard
Well, the
setback.
second-story addition is in the footprint, right?
Yeah.
But what about the first-story
The
addition?
first story is going to take up the area where the existing deck sits. So,
Oh, you're building it on top of the deck?
well, we're going to remove the deck. There's a tricky situation
I
here.
understand. So wait, the 33.6 is the existing footprint because the deck is exactly the size of the first-floor addition.
Correct.
And it's in the exact same location.
But,
I said same size, but I didn't clarify. It's the same location.
Correct.
yes, precisely.
And then you have a shed you wish to maintain that needs a variance for side yard, rear yard, height, and horizontal maximum.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
That's-
Now tell me the numbers. What is the side yard and rear yard setbacks it maintains and what's required? And what is the height and what's required? I know what they are. And what are the horizontal maximums?
For the shed,
Yes,
the side yard setbacks on the shed, side yard setback.
Is this a corner property or an interior lot?
Hmm?
Corner
The
or
interior lot.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's, the side yard setback is 1.8 and the rear yard setback is 1.87.
And what's required?
Required, it's, I believe
At
it's
least two, right?
3 feet, 2 feet.
Yeah, it's interior, so at least two. Okay. And then what is the height of the shed? 9 is allowable.
10'6".
Okay. And you're allowed no greater than 12 feet on any side. What are your horizontal, what's
We
the-
have 8 feet by 14 feet.
14.
Hold on. So that makes it under 144, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good.
Okay, and again, the second floor addition, given it's called a second floor, is entirely within the footprint of the existing structure.
Yes, and it actually is, we step in a foot from each setback.
Yeah, but no portion of it exceeds the footprint.
We're not
Otherwise, it would be-
exacerbating any existing conditions with the footprint of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, we will not increase the lot coverage, nor will it exacerbate the current side yard setbacks. The proposed one-story kitchen addition will maintain side yard setbacks of 2.52 and 9.7 aggregate. The proposed second floor addition will be set in 1 foot on each side and create side yard setbacks of 3.52 feet and an aggregate of 11.6 feet.
Okay.
The proposed second floor addition will retain the existing 10-foot front yard setback.
Within the lot.
We don't feel that there are any detriments to the health, safety, and welfare of the community. We don't feel that the proposed construction will result in an undesirable change to the character of Belrose Terrace. We don't feel that the proposed construction will be detrimental to the adjoining property owners. We hope you will consider relief from these conditions based on an existing non-conforming home in this area. I have photographs, larger photographs that are in the package, but if you'd like to see larger versions, I have them here.
When did you take them? Did you take them?
I took them
And when did you do that?
August
Of
of last year,
25?
25.
Okay. And they fairly and accurately represent what they purport to, correct?
100%.
Okay, so we'll accept them in evidence.
Same?
We'll accept those in evidence.
This is the shed.
Okay.
This is the rear yard. This is Colonial Road looking north and south, showing the houses on either side. And this is the proposed construction on the front.
Okay.
I do have copies of the non-conforming with conditions.
Yeah, we'll take that in evidence as well.
You have it? Okay.
Okay. Any other questions from the board? I'm sorry, does that conclude your presentation?
Yes, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Anything you'd like to add, sir?
I just wanted to make note that there's no houses across the street from the house where my.
See that on the site plan. Okay. Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Move that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. You'll both be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a nice holiday.
You too.
Next, we have case 35426, Wanta, Sean and Anne Marie Rodak. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard's aggregate, construct one-story addition attached to dwelling, also known as 3475 Stratford Road.
I'm sorry, Gail.
I do.
State your name and address for the record.
For the applicant, Thomas McKevitt, Son Ward Brav Cascignano, 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard, Uniondale, New York, 11553.
Sean Rodak, 3475 Stratford Road, in Montauk.
Mr. McKevitt or Mr. McKevitt, whichever you prefer today, can you have your client sign in?
Yes.
Nice house.
It is Mr. McKevitt for this morning. It'll be Mr. McKevitt for this afternoon. We're going to have a lot of fun with the afternoon hearing, I can assure you that much. It's kind of an interesting story. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I do represent Sean and Anne Marie Rodak for this premises located at 3485 Stratford Road in Wantagh. Before I begin, I did give 2 exhibits of counsel to the board. One was a transcript from a zoning hearing in 2019, and the second was a collection of, if I'm correct, 15 photographs. Photographs 2 through 15 were taken last Thursday on June 25th on 2026. Photograph number 1 was actually taken on December 4th of 2025. And the reason why I use that photograph is Mr. Rodak has 2 beautiful trees in front of the house. And when I took them last week, you couldn't see the house at all through the trees. So literally I took a photograph in December when I was first retained the case, which is why I used that first photograph so you can see the existing house. And you can see that the leaves are off the trees, but when the trees are full, you can't see the house.
So this is Wantagh Woods then, right?
Yes, it is Wantagh Woods, yes. And that's going to be that's part of the reason why we're here. I'll tell you why it's very interesting. It is Section 57, Block 38, Lot 87 on the land tax map in Nassau County. And Mr. Pellegrini, as you will observe, this house is in a very interesting situation where when you look at the radius map, 90% of this house is in the BB zone, but about 10% of the house is in the AA zone. The zone goes right through the house, through the property. It goes through the property, but doesn't go through the house. So to make a long story short, when the building department did the calculations, for the variances, it indicated it's in the AA zone, which is more restrictive than the BB zone. So be it. That's why we're here. But we'll be here anyway. But I'll explain the numbers. But it's really a BB Wantagh Woods house. It matches all the other houses. And when you look at the rest of the photographs, particularly when you look at houses across the street like 6 and 7, this is Wantagh Woods.
Not
It really
to
is.
mention that besides the lot division, the house is more on the AA side of the lot, or the BB side of the lot.
It's completely on the BB side of the lot. That's where the house is. But we're here. So what it comes down to is this is a single-family residential neighborhood. And we're here under case 354-26 for a variance for lot coverage, side yard, and side yards aggregate. It is a 10,000 square foot lot. The original dwelling was constructed in 1932, and there's a dormer erected in 1952. But in 2017, the then owner, before my client bought it, essentially constructed a brand new house. Essentially, it's a new CO because it was over 50%. So the house you see there is really a 2017 house. That's what we really have. And the lot coverage we currently have is 22.32%. Now, when you look at photo number 1 and you look at the house, you see this beautiful house, and you notice there's one thing missing, which is a garage. There's no garage. So in 2019, in case 116 of 19, my client's predecessor obtained a variance from this board to build a garage with a lot coverage of 27.2%, a side yard of 5 feet, and a side yard aggregate of 13.23 feet. So when it came down to the side yard and the aggregates, it's actually greater than what we're asking for today. That the board approved.
Was approved
In 2019, it was approved on January 30th of 2019. And it just never got built. So there's not even a file in the permit on your search sheet because it's there in the zoning board records, but no permit was issued, file was destroyed by the building department. That's what happened.
So this one-story addition is for a garage and maybe something behind the garage?
What we are seeking today is a garage, when you look at the schematics of the house, and behind the garage will be 2 things. One, in the very rear, storage for the pool equipment, because you see in photograph 2, they have a beautiful in-ground pool that's fully permitted and fully closed out. We have that done on that part of it. And in addition, there is a bedroom. Now, why is there a bedroom? Mr. Roque explained that they have their, the grandparents of the children will visit from time to time, and they're simply out of bedrooms. So between his children and his wife, they're out of bedrooms. So it's just simply have a bedroom on the first floor. There's no additional bathroom, no kitchen, no plumbing there. It's simply a garage, walk up a couple of steps, the bedroom, and then the back you got the storage for the pool equipment. So that will then go and bring our lot coverage up to 29.26%. We're going to have a side yard of 6 feet and aggregate of 14 feet. So we're talking about a 560 square foot addition. But, you know, when you look at the lot coverage, if you look at, again, photograph 2, they have an open air porch in the back. That's actually 288 square feet. So if you see that with an open air porch, and when you look at the building size, it's actually a 26.46% lot coverage when you look at the actual house in there.
Speaking of that porch. Or
Right.
that,
Go ahead.
Veranda.
No, go ahead.
Great minds. Given that you're here for lot coverage, would your client agree to a condition that that overhang, that area underneath it, never be further enclosed?
Yes.
Yes, my client agrees to that.
Nicely done.
Yes, absolutely.
Go
Yeah.
on.
It's a gorgeous house, you know, I just want to leave it that way, and it's just simply for the additional space. Just some additional lot coverages. When you look at photograph number 6, which is 3460 Stratford Road, that's currently under construction,
Hold on, go too fast first. Okay, go.
that is at 23.4%. And photograph 7, which is 3468 Stratford Road, which is that directly across the street from you or one house off?
One over.
Yeah, it's one over. That, according to the assessment department, is a 28.42% lot coverage.
What are you proposing?
We're pursuing 29.26.
29.
So it's only slightly more than literally the house almost across the street, which is 28.42, which is photograph 7.
And what's BB's requirement?
BB is 27.5.
Oh, like regular B.
No, actually 25. No, BB is 27.5. AA is 25. So according to the building department, we're stuck with the 25 requirement, but really where the house is 27.5. It really is.
But you have to be stuck with the building department.
That building department.
No, we've all had these issues, I know. So, which is interesting because when you look, because originally when they came here in 2019, they came here for under the 27.5 for that addition, but that's because building said even though you're in the BB, they made them come in for the AA requirement of 25. That's what happened.
What was the percent of lot area occupied in the 2019 case?
The 2019 case, which was approved, was 27.2. That was approved by the board back then.
Can you tell me the side yard and side yard aggregate allowable and what you're proposing with this change?
Allowable is, I believe it's 8 feet we were supposed to have, and
On side yard?
on the side yard, yeah. So we're 2 feet in that regard.
Wait, I didn't get the numbers earlier, if you gave them earlier. So you're proposing 6?
We're proposing 6, we're supposed to have 8.
Okay.
And the aggregate?
And the aggregate, I'm just double checking right now.
You did it as a percentage? Becky, do you do percentage?
The aggregate, according to our architect, we're proposing 14, we technically require the 24.
1 second. On the BB, do we do aggregate, and it's a 10,000 square foot lot, is it percentage?
Same as B.
And what about the AA? Okay, and which one did the building department apply?
They're applying the A.
Okay, so, but at the end of the day, you're here proposing 14 and 8.
Yes. And for what it's worth, when actually you want to go and look at photograph 3 of the photographs taken rear property, they actually already have a shed already in that location for quite some time. So that shed's obviously being demolished. And, you know, a little bit to the left of that area will be this new addition at this point. So there's already been something there for quite some time in that same space. That's my case.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Will that hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar? Mr. McKevitt, you and your client will be notified by mail of the board's decision once it's rendered. As you know, some of the cases are decided this evening. So if you'd like to call tomorrow, given it's a building, you know, you want to get a builder set up or whatever, if it's approved, you may do so.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
All right, we'll
See you
see
2
you
o'clock.
this afternoon in your alter
Doesn't
ego.
sound like we want that. From what the vibe you're giving is, you don't want to hear what I have to say at 2 o'clock.
No, it's going to be an interesting story.
Thank you.
All of yours are interesting stories, Mr. McKevitt.
Next, we have case 35526, Hewlett, Lionel Goldberg, variance lot area occupied, maintained deck attached dwelling, also known as 4 Hunt Drive.
Okay. Okay. LOA. It's maintaining a deck. This is a heavy case. It's maintaining a deck.
I'll speak on your behalf if you need any, if you would like to say anything at the end, you're more than welcome. Do you want to swear in or only if you need to speak?
Sorry?
Just give your name and address for the record.
Lionel Goldberg, 4 Hunt Drive, Hewlett, New York.
Good morning, Ashley Lowe Canese on behalf of ASB Engineering. Our office is located at 1924 Belmore Avenue in Belmore, New York. I am here today to represent on behalf of Lionel Goldberg and his wife Judy, who are the owners and occupants of the subject property. We are here today as a result of an application to legalize a deck under application 24-9707. The existing lot coverage is 34.97%, where the maximum allowed in a Residence A zone is 25%.
I missed that. Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. The existing lot coverage is 34.97%. The maximum allowed is 25%. And the relief we are looking for is 9.97% or 617 square feet.
You're in the A zone? You're in an A zone? Or?
Yes.
A zone.
What
What percent? Go ahead.
Ms. Lowe, how did your client come to know that this deck needed to be legalized?
I believe when there was a proposed, well, they're also modifying the deck. There is an existing deck that's there that was filed in 2005 under 05-895 for the rear deck.
Well, wait, they're modifying it. I have this as a maintain, which usually means maintain what's there. If they're doing more than just, Miss First, are they, when you say they're modifying it, are they changing its shape or its location or enlarging it?
Perhaps, aren't you modifying it?
Oh, wait, one moment. Go ahead, Miss First.
I have an application that was filed in 2005 to construct a rear deck.
That one she said is legalized.
Yes, it was bigger.
It was bigger.
And now there are stairs being added because it was made smaller. Can I approach and show you what I mean?
So was the deck already built off of that construct and was just built differently?
Yes.
Okay, so the application was filed and never followed through. They built the deck anyway without the permit.
All right, but now we're here for a maintain, which usually means to maintain that which is there, but she's saying that they want to modify it. So I just need to understand if what we're being asked to approve is
They're
the
now looking to modify the deck.
That's what you just said.
Right, so when they filed the application to modify the deck, it was turned into a maintain because the deck was already built.
Okay.
They originally filed an application in 2005 for a deck.
So why don't you approach and show us what
Becky, do you understand?
what changes, if any, you're going to make?
Hold on, let's bring Becky.
All right.
Okay, it started in 2005. The deck is this,
Okay.
which has stairs coming down right here.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what was applied for and that's what was built?
In 2005.
Okay.
Then my client modified the deck prior, and these stairs are now existing. It was originally filed to be proposed with the pool, then it was built before it was issued a permit, so that's how.
And that's
But
the only
you said now she
modification?
wants to modify.
It's already modified.
Oh, you said he
It's
wants
maintained.
to.
That's why it's a maintain.
That's why it's a maintain.
Right,
Yeah.
but when you said he's gonna modify
You
it,
change it
I
down to
was
the
like,
board, but typically. we
gonna
keep it as
modify it
proposed.
means it's not a maintain, you understand what?
I do.
So next time, like, okay, so it has been modified and you'd like to maintain it modified?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you say we're maintaining the modification?
Yeah.
We could go
Anything other
on,
than my
we could go on in
client's
this vein forever. Yeah.
The whole deck is.
Okay.
It's a
No,
legalization.
but my confusion was.
Okay,
to modify
thank you.
a future remark. Okay, Stephanie, let the record reflect that the applicant's representative has clarified that the deck that was permitted and built in 2005 was subsequent thereto modified, and what they're here for today is to legalize and maintain.
Maintain.
Hold on. She said in '05 it was. Okay, so it was, Ms. Lowe, it was never permitted.
There was a deck that was permitted in '05.
Okay, so some deck was built in 2005. There's confusion about whether or not it was permitted, but it certainly didn't, it was not constructed pursuant to the permit application that was filed and the drawings there too. At any rate, a deck was built and altered from the original permit drawings. And subsequent thereto, it was also modified. So the existing deck in the modified fashion with no additional modifications from what it looks like today is being proposed to maintain. Is that clear?
Yeah, I'm reserving that.
I know.
I would like to note that the pool is 6% of the lot coverage, as well as the pergola is 2%. Majority of the overage is for the accessory structures, not for the dwelling. I do have multiple letters of support from Mr. Goldberg that I would like to submit at this time as well.
Ms. Lowe, hold on. Oh, there's the pergola. The pergola is attached to the house?
Sorry, give me one second.
Is the pergola attached to the house?
Yes.
Okay. Given that this is an application for lot area occupy, I see that there's a covered porch and a pergola. I don't see any other open structures. Would your client agree to a condition that those two areas not ever be further enclosed underneath?
Yep.
Can't ever
Yes.
maintain height.
As well as the deck.
Yes.
Right. Deck, pergola, and open, what's being called covered porch.
By the way, we'll accept the letters in support and evidence.
On the plot plan, it says existing stairs could be removed. It's in the rear of the house. Where do those stairs go to? Is that second floor or?
You mean off the deck?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's off the larger portion of the deck. Those were removed, yes.
It says existing stairs could be removed.
Yes, those stairs led off of the deck, and that's why the deck now was modified. This is what he's talking about right here.
The deck was actually made smaller where those stairs came out and went sideways. Now the stairs are straight up and within the deck. So it's taking up much less space than previously.
The deck used to be larger, and then.
The deck was larger and we had a CO for it.
Why are you naughty and doing all this work without expanding the permit set?
I didn't even realize, we were making it smaller. I didn't even think it was and we had a CO for the original one.
I know.
That I got, not nobody else. I didn't realize.
Now you know.
Now I know.
We see that sometimes. Someone makes something smaller than what they got a permit for, so they figure, surely that's more acceptable than what was permitted.
Exactly.
Did you tell us what percentage of the lot area occupied the deck consists of? I know you gave us figures on the pool and the pergola.
Give me 1 second. Those are much larger, so that's why I gave you those. It's 1.27%.
Okay.
The covered porch, if you have it.
Covered.
Is that your wife behind you?
It is.
Christina.
She follows me everywhere.
0.76%.
Okay.
So we can distinguish it later from case. I'm sorry, Miss Lowe. So the covered porch is what?
0.76%.
0.76. The deck is 1.27, right? And I missed the pergola. Do you have that? What was the pergola percentage?
It's about 2%, but I'll tell you exactly.
That's okay. Well, no, I should have the exact number.
2.2%.
2.2, thank you.
Yeah,
It's not a roof.
That's what they granted. They don't want 2% here.
Here,
That's just part of the condition.
Have anything else you'd like to add?
I do not.
Any other questions from the board? If not, can I have a motion?
Move, Mr. Chairman, that the hearing be closed, the matter be placed on the decision calendar. Ms. Lowe, you and your client will receive a copy of the board's decision by mail once it's ready.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Have a nice day. We said that at the outset, and you repeated that. Can we dispense with that on every case?
I didn't put it on the record. I didn't.
Next, we have cases 356 of 26 through 359 of 26. Merrick, Salvatore Petroglio, variance for proposed senior residence with each separate dwelling area exceeding 800 square feet in total floor space. Variance, rear yard, construct two-story addition attached to dwelling. Special exception to maintain second accessory structure, shed, higher and exceeding horizontal maximum with more than required rear yard and less than required side yard setbacks. Special exception to maintain third accessory structure, pergola, higher, larger, and exceeding horizontal maximum with more than required rear yard and less than required side yard setbacks, also known as 433 Hewlett Avenue.
My name is Nicholas Williamson. I'm the architect for the project. I'm here representing my client, Mr. Sal Petrolio. I'm here with his daughter, Christina Petrolio. All right. Good morning.
Morning.
So this is in regards to 433 Hewlett Avenue, Merrick. My client, who couldn't be here today, is looking for relief for two variances. The first being a senior unit, which exceeds 800 square feet, and the second is a rear yard setback for the proposed addition.
Wait, you also need variances for the two accessory structures, right?
Yes, special exceptions for the shed, the shed and the pergola.
All right.
Okay. So my client is proposing a side addition for the senior dwelling. It's an 18-foot side addition. It does encroach on the rear yard because this is a corner lot, so we're restricted in that way.
But this side addition is a two-story side addition, right?
True.
Okay, is the entire addition a two-story addition?
Yes, it is.
How much more than the 800 square feet is it?
Is each unit?
47 square feet more.
So it's 847 square feet?
Yes.
Both units or just the one?
The addition is,
No, we just want to know, so one of the items of relief you seek is a senior residence with each separate dwelling unit exceeding 800 square feet. So I'm just asking you, what's the size? He already asked you the size of one of the units. That's 847, right? What's the size of the other unit, if you know?
it's 1,206.
So the entire house is
That's the main residence, and then the addition we're adding on.
47 square feet.
Is the second unit solely comprised of the addition? Is that why you're using it interchangeably?
Yes, it is. The addition is to be used for that senior residence. My client, his daughter's moving in to assist the homeowner.
So is the main unit only one story?
No, the main unit's 2 stories.
And the 2 stories are only 1,206 square?
Well, no, that's the footprint of the 1 story. So the square footage of the whole house so the square footage of the existing residence is 2,000 square feet.
Exactly?
Yeah. Yeah, it was 2,000. I'll tell you exactly.
We just want the square footage of each living unit.
So the first unit is 1,978 square feet. That's the main existing residence, both floors.
Say that again?
1,978.
Okay. And then the other living unit is just the 847 square feet.
It's 540 is the footprint, and
I don't need the.
okay,
I just need the
it's going to be 1080 total square foot.
1080.
Yeah, so that's the proposed addition is 1080.
Wait, that's not just the living unit, that's also the number of why did we have 847?
847, you know what, I don't know, I might have misspoken, but it's 540, it's 1080.
Okay.
Not
So
847.
I know.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The addition itself is 540 a floor, so it's 1080.
Wait, now you made another confusing. Okay. The addition is 2 stories.
Right.
The addition is solely, there's nothing else that makes up the second living unit other than the addition, right?
Sure.
So what's 540?
That's the footprint, so that's the first floor, so it's 1080.
The addition is 2 stories, each of which is 540 square feet. The only thing in that addition is the second living unit, and nothing else in the house is added to that to make the second living unit.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Is there a basement in the house? Where is this house?
No, there is not.
Okay. All right, keep going, please.
Okay, so that's the senior unit. The rear yard, we're looking for a variance. Required is 25. This is a corner lot, so we're leaving 7.8. The addition does not encroach any further than the existing house into that setback. Then for the accessory structures, we're looking, the current shed exceeds the height.
Hold on for just a second.
Sure.
I just want to see the rear yard, because the rear yard usually has different measurements for the first and second. The allowable rear yard usually is allowed different, 15 first foot, 25 second. So this addition, which street is your front yard? I take it Hewlett Avenue.
Hewlett, yes.
Okay, and this addition is on the side. It actually changes the rear yard a little bit, I think, because of the angle. So let's just put the exact numbers down. So the rear yard allowable on the first floor is what? And second?
Rear yard is 25 feet.
On the first or the second floor? Because Miss First? Okay, and what do you propose Because the house is on an angle, I think, so it does slightly change.
Yeah, it is.
So is it the 11.8?
11.8.
Okay. Okay, so now go ahead and move on to your, the numbers on your two accessory structures.
Okay, so the first is a shed, which is existing. So that we're looking for some relief on the height, which is 11.7.
Okay, hold on, 11 and 9 is allowable, go ahead.
And then also for the existing pergola, the height, I think the height is okay, but the
No, you were rejected for height on that.
10.9 is what's there now.
10.9, again, 9 is allowable.
Is it? Okay.
Okay, the horizontal maximum on both of those structures,
It's-
you're allowed to have up to 12 feet on any side, go ahead.
It's 14.6 by 10.9. So the one side does exceed that.
Is that the shed or the pergola?
That's the pergola.
Oh, hold on. 14.6 by 10, and what is the shed size?
Wait a second. The height, oh, I'm sorry, it's 10.9, I apologize.
What is the horizontals on the shed?
8.3 and 11.7.
That can't be right. Hold on. Shed, horizontal maximum. So at least one side of the shed has to be over 12.
Hold on, let me just check. So the existing shed is, it is over 12. So it's 6.3. You should have the site plan. It's 6.3 by 12.3.
Right. So let me just get rid of those numbers you gave us. It's no 8.3. Okay, and that says it's supposed to be, it's going to be removed or relocated?
Yes.
Okay,
Is this the relocated?
Yes, that's showing the relocated area.
correct. Okay, so you gave us the height and horizontals. So the pergola is rejected for also larger. So it looks like it's 14.6 by 10. So is that 146, Becky?
By 11.2.
In other words, you also can't be over 144 square feet.
Yeah.
So it looks like if that pergola is 14.6 by 10, 146 square feet, right?
Yeah, I have 164 square feet.
Okay, 164. Hold on. Wait, the map shows the pergola. The map you gave us for the pergola, 14.6 by 10, but your diagram shows 14.6 by 11.2. Which is it?
That's too bad.
That is
I'm so sorry.
I can't hear you. You need the mic. I can't hear you.
It is 14 by 6 by 11.2 for the pergola.
Okay, and so the total square footage is that the one?
164.
163.
164.
Dot what? Dot 52. Okay, so now we just need, as it relates to the shed, we need rear yard and side yard. What's required? It's a corner property, right?
Corner
So
property.
they're exact numbers. And on the, looks like rear yard on the pergola.
Yes, so for the pergola to the rear yard, at its closest is 1 foot from
Okay, so
the property
the rear
line.
yard that the pergola maintains is 1 and you're required to have 2.
Yes.
Okay, go with the shed now.
Shed is 1.8.
For rear yard or side yard?
Side yard.
1.8.
I'm sorry. Rear yard.
1.8.
And side yard, we have
Hold on.
3.
1.8 and you're required 2. Go ahead. And side yard?
Yes.
What's side yard on the shed?
It's 3.
What?
It's 3. Providing 3.
And you're required exactly 2. That's why you got it.
Yes.
Because it's corner lot. Okay. I think that.
Madam Chair, it appears as though case 359 of 26, the caption needs to be amended to reflect that the structure is simply not permitted in the side yard.
Hold on. Let me just get to that case. Where does it? Special exception to maintain third accessory structure, higher yard. Does it also need a, okay, so it has the special exception. It just needs to add the language
Sure, so we need to amend the caption to remove the portion of the caption which reads with more than required rear yard and less than required side yard setbacks, and it should reflect simply that the structure is not permitted in the side yard.
Okay, so do they not need relief for the rear and side yard also?
They do not need relief for rear yard, it's simply not permitted in the side yard.
Okay, do we need a motion, do you believe, to do that?
I believe we can handle it at the decision portion.
Okay, so we'll get that. Do you consent to that amendment to the caption?
Yes, we
So
do.
that, okay, thank you.
That's
We'll
no problem.
take care of that amendment.
Yeah, I'm assuming too, they're calling it second accessory structure and third accessory structure. The first accessory structure, I wasn't sure if they were referring
Should be
to
another,
garage.
what's that?
The first accessory structure, would that be the garage? I was just wondering.
Is it detached?
No, it's attached.
Maybe it's the hot tub. Mrs. First, what's the?
Didn't think that counted. Okay, yeah, just to clarify.
Hold on. No, because we might need to correct that.
Okay.
All right, so are we gonna need to amend the caption to reflect? So the first shed, it's going to be put into the backyard, right? Is that considered their rear yard on this one? They're a corner, but I assume the side of the house, where's the direction?
The rear yard on this property is where the proposed addition is being placed. So the rear yard is 7.8.
So the pergola is going in the side yard too?
Correct. The pergola is not permitted in the side yard.
Do we have that on us?
No, that's what we just were.
What about the shed?
The shed is in a permitted location with just a setback variance.
Understood. Okay.
The pergola, I thought, is that what we're considering the rear yard? If Hewlett is front yard?
Apparently the south side of the property is what's being treated as the rear yard in this case. Okay. Which is probably a lot better for you. Okay, so, all right. Okay, is there anything else on it, Becky, that, okay. Is there anything else you wish to add?
No, that's it. We're a little constrained with the site, just because it is a corner site. So we're limited to actually what is that rear yard now, which is determined as the rear yard. I do think that helps us a little bit. And that's it. The accessory structures are to be maintained. They're already there. And that's all I have to add.
Okay, give me a second. All right, there's nothing else you wish to add?
No,
Any other question from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have case 36026, Inwood, Elio B. and Alana L. Krasnow. Variances, lot area occupied, average front yard setback, side yards aggregate, rear yard, construct two-story and second-story additions and cellar entrance, all attached to dwelling, also known as 186 Donahue Avenue.
Miss Becky. Becky.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please take a seat, state your name and address for the record.
Andrew Shearer, 391 Garfield Avenue, West Hempstead, New York, 11552.
Elio Krasnow, 186 Donahue Avenue, Inwood, New York, 11096. My wife Alana is there feeding the baby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Give me 1 second. Over here, so you don't have to lean all the way over. Okay. All right, sir, go ahead.
Good morning, Madam Chairman. I am here with my client, the Krasnows, to request variances for relief for fewer variances that for the proposed addition to the house. We are in a Zone B, and the variances that we're requesting, I'll go through them first. The lot area occupied for a maximum we're allowed is 27.5%, and the proposed is 33% without the front porch and 35.3% with the front porch, open porch. The side yard aggregate is, we're good with side yard aggregate, sorry. The rear yard is, we're required 25 feet.
No, Mr. Shear, you're not good with side yard aggregate.
Nope.
You need that relief. At least on my calendar, you do. 60 by, what's the lot, 60 by 100. My calendar says you need side yard aggregate. What do we have?
85.
It's a percentage, right, Becky, because he's over 60 wide.
Right. So I have 62.5 at the building line.
Side yard aggregate.
Right, so I have 5'3". I have side yard, but not side yard aggregate. Right. Okay, well, it said side yard aggregate. So okay. So that's side yard aggregate also? I have side yard, but I need side yard. 5'3". Okay, yeah. So side yard aggregate I need? I have 12.6 on the side. Okay.
Good catch.
What's in the calendar? I can't think.
That's to the
Because it's over 60.
the roof. Okay. Okay. Apologies. So we do have side yard aggregate, which is we're taking it to the roof of one of the outside stairs, where we have 14 foot 9 inches of side yard aggregate, where the required is 15 foot 7.
That's the percentage?
That is, we're required 15 foot 7. We have 14 foot 9.
No,
And that-
I'm just asking you, did you arrive at 15.7 by way of the percentages as required?
Yes, that's based on the width of the house at because of the house is not at 90 degrees, and it's a little bit.
That's fine. I just
right,
wanted to
yes.
make sure that, okay.
Yes.
And so give us your side yards, front yard average and rear yard.
So front yard average is 32 foot 10. It is existing at 30 foot 11, and we're proposing 27 foot 2.
Hold on, and you're proposing 27, 2 inches?
Yes.
Okay. Side yards and rear yards?
Side yards were required 5 foot 3, and we have 5 foot.
Existing and going forward?
No, existing is larger than 5 feet.
Okay, so that's your proposed is 5.
That's proposed.
Okay, and rear yard?
Rear yard is required at 25 feet, and we have 22 foot 4 inches.
Okay. And what's in the cellar, Mr. Shear?
It's just a proposed open cellar. It's existing, plus the new cellar will be an open cellar recreation room.
And would your client agree, you mentioned an open porch, I think, earlier.
Yes, open porch.
Would your client agree to a condition that not be further enclosed, given it's a lot area occupied?
Absolutely.
Any other open spaces attached to the dwelling?
That is all.
Okay, Mr. Shear, is there anything else you wish to add?
That is all.
Are there any other questions from the board? If not, is there a motion?
I move the hearing be closed and case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Second? All in favor? Thank you, Mr. Shear.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Holidays.
baby.
Thank you.
I was going to offer my vote if I got to hold the baby, but
You take her for the whole day.
the thought crossed my mind, believe me, more than once.
The long holiday
I
weekend.
told
if you
Mr.
want.
Pellegrini, do you think I could offer my vote to hold the baby? Enjoy. You too.
Next, we have case 361 of 26, East Meadow, Ting and Zhang, Special exception to maintain second accessory structure, shed, higher than permitted and exceeding horizontal maximum with less than required side and rear yard setbacks, also known as 2500 Putnam Drive. Folks?
Never find the case number on these things there. No, there it is, 361. Oh, that's a new case.
Yes, my name is Thomas Haupt, H-A-U-P-T, 2310 Hempstead Turnpike, East Meadow, New York.
My name is Ian Fan Chan, address
Pull it
411.
closer and speak louder. She has to be able to transcribe it.
My name is Ian Fan Chan, address 411 Allen Court, East Meadow, 11554.
Good morning, both of you.
Good morning. Okay, we're asking to maintain a second accessory structure, which is a shed. It's 15.31 foot long by 8.31 foot wide. The requirements for a shed are max height at 9 feet. This shed is 9 foot 4 inches from grade to the top of the ridge. The shed is actually 9 foot on a 4-inch concrete slab, so we're over by 4 inches. Maximum length of any walls allowed is 12 feet. The one wall is 15.31 foot, which is 3.31 foot longer than allowed. The actual square footage is 127.2 square foot of the shed. So we're under the 144. The required rear and side yard minimum is 2 feet. The shed has a rear yard of 1.41 foot, which is a 7-inch encroachment, and the side yard is 1.75, which is a 3-inch encroachment.
Is this an interior lot or a corner lot?
It's a corner lot.
Okay, so you're supposed to be exactitude, so those, okay, he gave us those numbers. How did your client come to know this shed had to be legalized?
Well, they built an addition, an extension, they had a variance, got approved, and then when the final survey came, they built the shed after the addition was built. So once the final survey came, they saw the shed on the survey.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Is that your case?
Yes.
Are there any other questions from the board? If not, is there a motion?
Half a second.
Okay, give us a second.
And we are under lot coverage.
I see that.
Yes.
At least I don't see that on my calendar, so you must be under.
Yeah, we are, yes.
I'm just looking for the search sheet to make sure your pond and the fencing.
Pond does have a permit. I have a permit number.
Why don't you give us the number and let's see.
It's 24-2804.
24-284.
And a fence as well. Okay.
Yeah, it all has permits.
Yeah.
Except for the
Okay.
shed.
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar, and the board renders its decision, you'll be notified.
Okay.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you. Enjoy
Have a
the
nice day, folks.
Next, we have cases 36226 through 36326. Oceanside, Eugene Gutman, maintain pool with deck attached thereto with less than required side yard and rear yard setbacks and percentage of rear yard occupied variance. Maintain shed with less than required side yard setback, also known as 3505 Lawrence Avenue. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Please take a seat and state your name and address for the record.
Christina Gonzalvo, 124 Front Street, Suite 205, Massapequa Park, New York, 11762.
Good morning, Ms. Gonzalez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christina Gonzalvo. I'm from Long Island Perfect Permits, 124 Front Street, Suite 205, Massapequa Park, New York, 11762. I am an agent representing Eugene Gutman, owner of 3505 Lawrence Avenue in Oceanside, New York, Section 43, Block D, Lot 60. This parcel is in a residential B zone. An application was filed to maintain a semi-in-ground pool with a deck and a shed. The deck around the pool does not meet the required 4-foot rear and side yard setbacks. The deck maintains a 2.4-foot side yard setback and a 1.6 rear yard setback. We do want to note that the pool maintains a 5-foot rear yard setback and a 5.9-foot side yard setback. The pool and deck were installed 6 years ago. The shed in the rear yard does not meet the required 2-foot side yard setback. The shed maintains a 0.3-foot side yard setback After speaking with our client, he has agreed to move the shed to the required 2-foot setback. The shed was installed in 2020 and it's used to store items for the pool. Because of all the structures in the rear yard, we are over the maximum 40% rear yard lot coverage. The rear yard lot coverage is 59.9%. My clients have spoken with surrounding neighbors who do not have a problem with the variance being granted. I do have signed form from them to submit, and I also have pictures that were taken last week to present to the board as evidence.
Who took the pictures?
I did.
And they fairly and accurately represent what they purport to?
Yes.
Okay, and how did we'll accept those into evidence as well as did you get the signatures or your?
I do. I didn't get the original. I'll be mailing that. This is a copy of the signature.
Okay, but you were the one who went around and got the signatures or your client?
My client did.
Okay, we'll accept those into evidence. How did your client come to know that he, I guess, needed to legalize these items?
Well, he's
Was there a complaint or?
No, he wanted to just legalize everything because he's had other permits fully closed. He just wants to do right by the town and close out all those permits and everything.
So no complaints?
No, none whatsoever.
All right.
On the shed that's on the property line, aside from the setback, does it conform? The size is okay?
The size is good, but he said he would move it.
So.
Where he put it, he didn't realize it wasn't the right area to put it.
He's not asking you about moving it.
Oh.
I thought you wanted us to consider it in the location it's in.
Oh, yeah, but
But he's asking you, does it otherwise conform in size, et cetera?
Yeah, it all looks uniform. It doesn't look out of the way. It doesn't look too big. You could see in the pictures.
It has to be moved because there's no way to maintain it on the side yard.
I saw some space on the side.
But he would be willing to move it 2 feet off to conform with the ordinance.
Correct.
But 2 feet isn't going to give any more space to.
2 feet complies with the ordinance. Right?
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of expense for 6 inches.
Becky, she's expert. I don't really know.
This is 7.9 by 7 point.
Does it, Christina, does it get withdrawn?
Becky, can I ask you a question? On the picture of the pool, or we deny a rail? It's pretty high up. Just.
Okay.
But moving it isn't going to make it any more accessible. I mean, apparently the statute doesn't envision, 4 feet or whatever.
And again, the alternative, the board denies the case.
I mean, maybe we could, I guess she already said, he said it, I was going to say maybe we could take some testimony about, I just feel like it's probably expensive for citizens.
The deck and stair is less than 32 inches, does not require a rail under the code.
It's not high. No. It looks high in the.
Hold on. No, hold on. We have some confusion here. Hold on. Your testimony was that, I think your testimony was that it was 1.6 on the rear yard setback? Or the side, what is the side yard setback on the shed?
The shed is a 2-foot yard side setback. The shed maintains a 0.3 foot side yard.
Oh, I wrote down 1.6.
1.6 was the deck around the pool.
Okay. So the shed needs a side yard setback because it has 0 right now.
Yes, a 0.3.
Okay. That's what I said, 6 inches before.
And Mr. Pluma asked a good question, and what was the answer, Mr. Pluma?
The deck is less than 32 inches in height, so it doesn't require a rail.
question that Mr. Plumer asked Becky was, go ahead, Mr. Plumer.
HEIS, does it need a rail? She said, no, because it's only 2.3.
Right, it has to be 36 inches.
2 feet 3 inches.
Okay, thank you. Now we
Yeah,
all know.
it looks like it's much taller.
Sure it does.
I sort of.
Okay, so what we'll do is we will consider your shed application to set it back 0. You said your client's willing to move it already. So if we deny that, I'm only one of 7. So if we deny that, then your client will end up moving. Yes. So no harm, no foul. Rather than take it off of our calendar, we'll consider it and decide on it.
We would appreciate
Okay,
that.
so is there anything else you wish to add? Are there any other questions from the board? And if not, is there a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on the decision calendar. When the board renders its decision, you will be notified.
Second. All in favor? All right. Have a nice
Have a
day.
very safe and happy holiday weekend.
Likewise.
That concludes the 9:30 morning calendar.
You know how people started calling Christmas?
So scared of fireworks.
Happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas. And I'm noticing people saying, oh, have a nice, like she just said, have a holiday weekend instead of 4th of July weekend. You know?
You really should be saying Happy Independence Day.
Agreed. All right.
Right.
So we'll wait till
When I
11,
write cards
obviously.
to people, I put Independence Day.
Do you?
Yep.
That's what
I
it is.
started that a long time ago. I know.
That puts it better than 4th of July. They don't know what 4th of
That
July
must have been my colonial.
When you were building the castle. Is anybody gonna show up on this case?
Yeah.
For the 11 a.m. adjournment calendar, we have case 302 of 26, Woodmere, Nathan D. and Karen Renov. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, rear yard, maintained second-story addition, one-story addition with roof deck above, deck and bay windows all attached to dwelling, additions and alterations in excess of 50%, new CO required, also known as 135 Oak Street.
Good morning.
Nope.
There you go.
Perfect.
Good morning. My name is Shmuel Flaum, residing at 194 Wanzer Avenue, Inwood, New York, 11096.
Good morning. Start by reminding us why we were adjourned on the 10th of June, to the extent that, I'd rather you summarize it for the record.
No problem. So we were here on the 10th of June requesting variances relating to a alteration addition and an existing dwelling. The reason why we were seeking variances because during the construction, additional work was added to the work scope that triggered the variance, specifically relating to a new rear deck that was added on that triggered a lot coverage variance. When the application was approved originally, there was no need for a variance, or so we thought, as there was a deck that should have been counted as additional coverage. But that deck that was in question is no longer an issue to be maintained because that was demolished, and there is a new deck which is currently under the purview of our application that's seeking a variance to be maintained in terms of lot coverage. And there is a side yard setback variance as well. It's slightly closer than 5 feet. It's 4 foot 11, so it's 1 inch closer than the 5 foot setback for that deck. Other than the lot coverage and the side yard setback, we are not seeking any other variances. And I did resubmit the drawings to the plan examiner in the building department. He then re-denied it back down to the BZA with additional information that you requested, and the discrepancy on the rear yard setback was corrected. There was something got shifted on the drawing.
Right, because if I recall correctly, it was more than just the deck. The existing deck that was approved, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, under the prior application, had now been turned into a bedroom because your client needed an additional bedroom, isn't that? And then they added a deck to replace that deck on the back.
Correct.
And then there was something about the numbers not jiving. If only the X and Y were done, other numbers didn't seem to mix or match for the slight movements. So
Correct.
now that it's been looked at, you corrected those numbers, reviewed it at the building department, nothing changed or something was changed, but it's now reflected in our.
The drawings were updated to show the deck that was demolished. That deck was calculated in the building coverage, showing that it was existing to be demolished, and then the number didn't change. The lot coverage that we proposed at the initial hearing and today is still the same. We just showed what was demolished versus what's remaining. So the numbers still jive. There was no new increase or new request, but the things that were missing from the original drawing are now reflected on the plan.
Okay, so let's incorporate the prior hearing with this one so that it's part of the record. Let's also now take to make things to improve the situation. Let's take all the new numbers because I don't remember which numbers we took before. Yeah.
Is this the case where the grandmother is mother-in-law is moving in from Queens, and she's a Holocaust survivor?
It's the one where they have the elderly parent. Yes, that case.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just, or staying there sometimes, I think, but either way. So let's just get the numbers back onto the, on this hearing. So just go through the numbers.
No problem. So we're here before you seeking variances for an addition, alteration, and a deck that was built without the benefit of a variance. The allowable numbers as per the building code for Residence A district is 25%.
Okay,
We are proposing 32%, which includes both the house and the dwelling.
how much of that is the new deck?
The new deck is a proposed size of 497 square feet.
Percentage?
What, percentage-wise? So it's just over 7% because the house itself, hold on,
But without the deck, then
hold
the
on,
house
I'm
would
gonna
be
give you the
about
exact number. Let's give it a
Okay.
second. So without the deck, the lot coverage is 3163.48, divided by the lot size of 11,400, gives you a total of 27.74%.
Okay.
So the house without the deck is 27.74, with the deck,
Okay, so would your client agree to a condition that deck never be further enclosed?
100%.
So in essence, we're talking about really 2.7% over in terms of the way it's going to feel because that deck's not going to be enclosed.
Correct.
Okay, great. So go ahead and give us the rest of the numbers, the side yard, rear yard.
Sure. The side yard setback to the house is maintained at 5. To the deck, it's 4'11", which is a 1-inch discrepancy of the setback. And then to the rear yard, from the rear yard, the closer rear yard to the house is 33 foot 3.25, but to the deck, it's 8 foot 8 inches.
Wait, what's the rear yard, not including the deck?
The rear yard, so it's just a reminder, the rear yard line jags back. So the one that is closer is 33 feet, 3.25 inches to the house from the rear yard. And from the rear yard to the deck is 8 foot 8 inches.
So again, the deck's not going to be enclosed. So without the deck, we're talking about a rear yard of 33 feet.
Correct.
Great. Okay. Those are all the numbers I need. Is that your case, Mr.
That is
Schmo?
the case. No further.
Are there any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move the hearing be closed, the case placed on a decision calendar, and the board renders its decision, it will be notified.
Second, all in favor? Thank you, Mr. Mashul, for clarifying, or Mr. Flom for clarifying that.
My pleasure.
I always call you Mr. Flom, but some people, I didn't actually know your first name until today, so now I made it your last name.
It's okay. People call me other things that are much worse, but.
Me too.
You call Mr. Regano, I miss him.
No, people call me much worse. But good clarification. All right, have a good day. Thanks for correcting that.
Thank you, take care.
Thank you, have a great day.
Yes. So we'll consider the morning's calendar and any other matters when the chairman is available to do so.
All right. Let's do
All right.
let's do some decisions.
Doing decisions.
All right. Case 1187 of 2026, that was approved from the bench. Case 346 of 2026, CVS Albany, that's a renewal of a grant. A sign. Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Make a motion, case 346 of 26 CBS Albany LLC renewal grant to maintain sign be granted as requested, 5 years, same conditions.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Next case, 347 of 26 East Meadow, CVS Albany LLC. This too is renewal of a sign at 2419 Hempstead Turnpike. Any questions or comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I move that we approve that for 5 years, same conditions as 347-26.
Second? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 348 of 26 Wantor Willowwood Associates. This too is renewal of a sign grant. Property address is 4791 Montauk Avenue. Do I have any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion? 348.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that case 348 of 2026, as you've described it in Wantagh, property at
Bless you.
4791 Wantagh Avenue, be approved as requested for the same period of time and the same conditions.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Case 349 of 2026, Neil Lawrence Mattress Firm. This too is a renewal of a grant to maintain a sign. Property address is 660 Rockaway Turnpike. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move that case 349 of 2026, mattress firm located at 660 Rockaway Turnpike in near Lawrence be granted for a term of 5 years with the same previously imposed conditions.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, case 350 of 2026 Oceanside. Sands and Schatz Realty Company. This, once again, is renewal of a grant to maintain a sign. Property address is 3471 Long Beach Road in Oceanside. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 350 of 2026. Location of property is 3471 Long Beach Road, Oceanside. Be granted as requested for 5 years with all prior conditions.
Second? All in favor? Any opposed? Cases 351 to 353 of 26 near Floral Park. This is variances, lot area occupied, construct addition and second story addition, both attached to dwelling. Lot area occupied, maintain a deck. Special exception to maintain an accessory structure, a shed, higher than permitted and exceeding horizontal max with less than required side yard and rear yard setbacks and with lot area occupied variance. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion? Motion?
I make a motion on case 351 to 353. On case 351, granted with conditions. 352, granted with conditions. 353, granted with conditions. The address of the property, 74 Colonial Road.
Did we ask them about that deck and not enclosing it since it's lot area occupied?
That's the condition for 352.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So,
Yeah, I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Case 354 in Wantor, Sean and Anne Marie Rodak, variances, lot area occupied, side yard aggregate. Construct a one-story addition attached to dwelling. Property address is 3475 Stratford Road in Wantor. Any comments from the board? If not, there was a condition about not enclosing any further. Anything else? If not, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I have a motion for 354-26. We grant it with conditions that the location be granted and stay open.
No further enclosures. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
I keep
Any
forgetting
opposed?
that.
All right, case 355 of 2026, Hewlett Lionel Goldberg, variance, lot area occupied, maintain a deck attached to the dwelling. I think the applicant agreed that the deck, the pergola, and
The covered porch.
and the covered porch not be further enclosed. Other than that, do I have a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that case 355 of 2026 in Hewlett, as you've described it, be granted with the condition that the deck, pergola, and covered porch never be further enclosed. That's it.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Oh, I said that's it.
Any opposed? Okay, cases 356 through 359 inclusive. Merrick Salvatore Petroglia. That's a variance for proposed senior residence with each separate dwelling area exceeding 800 square feet in total floor space. Rear yard, construct a second-story addition attached to the dwelling. Special exception to maintain second accessory structure as shed higher and exceeding horizontal max with more than required rear yard and less than required side yard setbacks. Special exception to maintain a third accessory structure, a pergola, higher and larger and exceeding horizontal maximum with more than required rear yard and less than required side yard setbacks. I was not here for that.
Yeah, this one, Mr. Chairman, we had to make a couple of amendments to the caption in consult with the applicant and Ms. First and counsel to the board, Ms. Christina. So
And I
those
think,
were.
Mr. Pellegrini requested that we hold it.
Yes.
To
that's
So,
inspect, all right.
so those
We're gonna
amended
hold that.
captions were logged by, of course, our counsel to the board, and she will keep those until such time as this is done.
Okay. Case 360 of 2026 Inwood, Eliyahu B. and Alana L. Krasnow, variances, lot area occupied, average front yard setback, side yard aggregate, rear yard, construct two-story and second-story additions and cellar entrance, all attached to a dwelling. Any comments?
Just that, again, they agreed not to further enclose the open porch.
And what about the cellar entrance?
The cellar entrance, it's a very big lot, if I recall correctly. And the cellar entrance, I don't think needs much relief. It's just part of that. I'm sorry, I want to make sure. I didn't have an issue with it, but I'll defer to others too.
Any other comments on this case? Somebody want to make a motion?
Mark, did you want to
I
do
think
that
it's
one?
Joanne's. I think.
No, Mark, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, you do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
I make a motion on case 36026 Inwood, Krasnow, located at 186 Donahue Street, be granted as requested.
What about no further enclosure
With no-
of the open porch?
With no further enclosure of the open porch.
Second, all in favor? Anybody else in favor? All in favor? Thank you. Okay, East Meadow. Ting and Zhang, special exception to maintain a second accessory structure, a shed higher than permitted and exceeding horizontal max with less than required side and rear yard setback. Property address is 2500 Putnam Drive. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
I move case 361 of 2026, location of property 2500 Putnam Drive in East Meadow, be granted as requested.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, cases 362 and 363 of 2026, Oceanside, Eugene Gutman, maintain a pool with deck attached thereto with less than required side yard and rear yard setbacks and percentage of the rear yard occupied variance. Maintain a shed with less than required side yard setback. Address is 3505 Lawrence Avenue. Any comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion?
The part of the discussion is that the setback was 0 foot from the property line, and the agent for the applicant offered on behalf of her client to move it to conform with the side yard. So
So when John makes the motion, he should, we were,
John makes the motion.
oh, I thought John was up. Whoever makes the motion. So we'll, if we deny that, because we agreed to just consider it, right, Joe?
Yes, we did.
Despite her.
So you're going to deny side yard.
Well, so my understanding, if the board denies case 363, the entirety of the case would be denied, and they would simply have to move the shed to be 2 feet off
Right.
the property line.
And she knows that. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay. So,
So it's a motion to deny 362 and 363?
No, 363 would be granted with conditions, which is four. And 363 would be denied. That's in the event that everyone is good.
That's what it said, 362.
362 is granted with conditions, 363 would be denied.
Is
that discussion? I mean.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
the
think
only
that's what
thing
it
I
is.
was saying is,
I make a motion
Rather
on case 362 of 26 Oceanside, 3505 Lawrence Avenue, be granted with conditions. Index number 363 of 26 Oceanside, 3505 Lawrence Avenue, be denied.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Case 302, 11 o'clock adjournment, 302 of 2026, Woodmere, Nathan D. and Karen Renov. Variances, lot area occupied, side yard, rear yard maintained, two-story addition, second-story addition, one-story addition with roof deck above, deck and bay windows all attached to dwelling. Additions and alterations in excess of 50%, new COs required. This is on the property address 135 Oak Street.
yeah, this is the case. We had this case in June 10th, and the papers were messed up. Then there was, it originally was construction with the benefit of a permit. Then they covered a deck to make a room and made a new deck. And the numbers were messed up. So Mr. Flom took it, fixed the papers, ran it back through the building department, and came up with, now the papers are accurate. There was no change to the needed variances. And he agreed that there be no further enclosure to that new deck that they added. So I would say, well, actually, I'll just make a motion. I move, Mr. Chairman, that case 302 of 2026, as you've previously described it, affecting the property at 135 Oak Street in Woodmere, be approved as requested.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Reserve.
Let's redo.
Which case?
The only update I have, the only case I have an update on is 216 of 26 Point Lookout. The board asked that I investigate the property to see what, if anything, what relief would be necessary to legalize what's existing. And in speaking to the building department, it would be better for them to just start anew. And if the board is not inclined to grant the relief for case 216, the board should do that, and they can start a new application to maintain what's existing.
Okay.
That's where I lean. You know, and, so it's only one case with all these requests. So let me just see. Height is no. Number of habitable stories, no. The lot area occupied, was that changing from what exists?
So again, in speaking to the building department.
They doesn't make sense to say, we'll grant you lot area
Start a
occupied?
new, correct. It's
Reason
easier.
that I feel like. Okay, I will. Okay, Mr. Chairman, unfortunately, this is the case where that the board granted, was it the board or the building department that granted them the FEMA?
The FEMA, there was a case that the board granted permitting
Okay.
them to have a
I
FEMA
know.
3.
Okay, so this is an unfortunate case. We granted the right for the owner, which I think was a different owner, to put up, to have a FEMA 3-story. So the first floor obviously would be FEMA, the next two would be usable space. They have there currently what looks like a 2.5 story with 2 small doggy dormers. So obviously, whether that's a 3 or 2.5 is left to interpretation. I personally, and I can't speak for the rest of the board, think that the applicants should be allowed to keep what's there, but instead of that or the FEMA 3-story that they have the right now to put up on pursuant to the board's grant, they seek to basically change what's there into a 3-story structure and make it a 3-story usable structure and not comply with the FEMA requirements.
With living space below
Yes, which
the
is
DFE and the DFE.
Yeah, which is to say they want to use the first story as below the BFE and DFE. So unfortunately, it seems the only route to them, at least they have to either build the FEMA 3-story, which is basically 2-story, or legalize what's there. And according to the building department, via counsel to the board, the building department has instructed that if they wish to maintain what's there, that granting this case doesn't get them there, that they need to reapply for the structure that's there, have the building department examine it and determine what variances, if any, they need to maintain the existing structure. So with that in mind, as it relates to case 216-2026 in Point Lookout, as you've described it, Mr. Chairman, at 115 Parkside Drive, Point Lookout, it's the case of Carrie and Michael Vignola. I move that we deny the case so that they can go back and determine whether they want to build the one they were entitled to, an otherwise legal structure, or maintain the one they have. Yes, because the precedential impact would be unacceptable.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you say aye?
Yeah, so that's 286. We're still awaiting amended plans, followed up with Mr. Gray.
287 to 290, remember, Joe, last week, you and I and
Yes.
Katura,
We
I
want to
mean,
see
do you want to,
plot plan to Yeah, pick and choose.
We'll do that
Okay,
this
afternoon?
afternoon,
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get your plot plan.
PM.
Yeah, and maybe with that, we can
Okay.
identify what goes with
Sure.
that case.
Okay,
Did we get photos of a 1 meter on 243?
we did.
Okay,
And as I mentioned at the last hearing, I did receive an anonymous letter.
Wait, where's 240?
And I don't know if anyone had the opportunity to inspect.
did we ask to send the building department in?
We can.
Yeah, we are going to. Buildings.
Okay.
88 Belmont Group?
So again, I'm just awaiting the, minutes for that.
Okay.
Slight update on Verdaland. We did receive, it's the next page, it's
341
through 342.
Mm-hmm.
We did get amended plans yesterday, but they still had the side door. So I'm just awaiting, and I emailed Mr. O'Brien back, asking about the side door and to have them re-reviewed by the building department.
Okay.
We also have an update on 345 of 26. We received a letter from the architect, and they are going to amend the sign to reduce it.
Yes, they said they would.
So they would like the board to hold off on rendering it.
On which
This is the sign that was in Belmore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So they would reduce it from 22.9 to 18.
Oh.
Well, was height the real problem, or was it location?
It's the size also.
It was, height was part of, it was denied for height, so that
I
was
know,
an
but
issue.
I mean, for, you know.
It was the whole thing.
That's what I thought. I thought location was really more of an issue to us than, I mean, I may be wrong.
No, height was the problem, was almost 23 feet.
But it was
I
all
understand
located-
it's a height variance, but I'm just saying, what was our substantive issue with it? I thought that location was, I could still see it in my mind, the rendering. I
So
personally,
Christina,
my
on
issue with it was
342, we're
less
awaiting
height and more
amended plans,
location.
right?
Still, correct.
Okay.
You know, again, the amended plot
Well, I
plan
mean,
composite
everyone's
they
different. To
provided
me,
still had the side
I'm
door,
not
but
as
the
against
amended
high signs
plans
as some
did not
people.
have the
I
side door.
don't, within reason,
But
because I rather their
as of this morning, I did not get a response yet. And,
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I'm not
Becky
saying
is
that.
the
I'm just
plans
saying,
examiner, so if they
personally,
do
what
provide
my
the
concern with
documentation
signs
and upload it
is
to the
usually
portal,
the
we would be
location,
able
because
to
I'm
have
so
a
worried
quick
about the
look at it.
blocking
I
visibility.
can't see it triggering
That's always
anything
my
additional
issue.
or increasing anything,
Okay.
because you're removing, but.
I know.
This is an
So we're gonna hold West Hempstead. Belmore, we're gonna do anything on Belmore?
Well, again, Belmore, they're asking that we hold off, let them
Okay.
submit amended.
That's an H. And 75 is also hold. Anything on administrative?
So I did email over those findings. It's on case, yep. So,
Which one?
you wanna do this in the PM?
No, I just want to, no, if
See it.
others have already reviewed it, okay.
I know,
Yeah, let's do it in the PM, because I haven't had a chance to read that. And I still
that's what I
don't have
emailed.
one.
Oh, yeah, I read this.
Yep.
Yeah. You and I discussed it.
We did.
Okay, well, we
Okay.
can do it now then. if he's
All right,
read
do it now.
It's fine. The
Yeah, I
fine
just
is
haven't, I
great.
haven't read it, that's all, I don't.
Christina's on.
But if you have, then
Yeah.
Go, Christina.
you want me to do it?
Yeah, Make a
Is it
motion to adopt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman,
Need a sequel on there?
yes. Mr. Chairman, with regard to case 75 of 2026, no, but
Which one?
is this?
No.
Oh, no, we're holding 75.
Yes.
We're gonna hold.
This is findings on.
247, okay.
47. Yep.
With regard to case 247 of 2025, just want to make sure we don't need a sequel.
on a page?
We already decided it. No, this is.
It's not even on,
It's
oh,
a
I thought,
motion to
we should,
adopt.
okay, we should maybe put that, never mind. Okay, case 247 of 2025, Jewish Heritage Center of Queens in Long Island, located at 1440 Prospect Avenue. I move, Mr. Chairman, that we adopt the findings drafted by council related to this matter, such findings which grant or support the grant of the application.
Second?
Before you take the vote, let the record reflect that I was not here for the decision, and I'm not gonna vote on this findings.
Fine. Okay.
So who's going to second it,
Who's going to
Joanne?
second it? Plumer seconds. All in favor of adopting?
Actually, she didn't second it.
Yeah, we'll double, I'll double check.
We're all good. Oh, you mean for voting?
Yeah, for voting.
Okay.
Now, all right. Any administrative matters? Okay, take this back.
Let's see what we got here. We have a, come on. Case number 105 of 2026, Hempstead, 341 Hempstead LLC. They need to secure a permit. It was heard, it's at Hempstead Avenue in West Hempstead. It was this was a case, variance in off-street parking, special exception, parking front yard setback, demolish an existing building. It's a seller for an ambulance service. They need an extension of time to secure a building permit. We would want to grant them a 10-month extension of time.
Sounds reasonable.
10 months.
10 months.
10 months?
So Joanne made the motion and Katora seconded.
Pull it out. Erase all your.
All in favor? Okay.
Now we have another one that's
What else?
case number 160, 161. It's 82 Wood Hill LLC. It's the complete construction. It's in Lido Beach. And wow. This. They need an extension of time to come.
Consider it hasn't already.
To consider an extension of time
Engineering plans.
on
How did you build that much? I'm telling you, like,
Get in here.
I don't even know how they got that far. Was it a remodel or a construct?
It says construct dwelling on the roof, granted, no?
Look at it, it's not a remodel.
Can we pull
No.
the file on this thing? It was a grant we made. Can we pull the file?
We'd be able to we could find the plot plan and we can find the materials.
Can we find the paper file?
No, because that's all scanned. We don't have paper. We could,
You mean
print.
once we complete a case?
Once we complete a case, it goes back to the building department for scanning.
And then what do they do with the file?
They purge it. It's
Throw it in the
scanned.
garbage?
Yeah,
Or whatever?
yep,
In,
it's scanned.
in 2021, in 20,
Correct.
Well,
But we can pull it back in because.
in
We have
2021, it was to construct a dwelling.
we have to pull them in right away. Can you get them right in?
Yes, the next hearing that we have
I
is
can't imagine.
July
They need
22.
time to submit the structural and engineering
Huh?
plans to the building department, and they've already built
Yeah,
that.
that's all.
Yeah.
You don't even know if it's structurally sound.
Reopen to consider extension of time, and we'll put it on July 22.
Great.
That's the soonest we got.
Yeah.
That's the next hearing date. Actually, make it 9:30, we'll make them wait. What? Whose loss would it be?
Okay.
We have another extension. It's for Vice, Dennis,
Joe's trying to be Dennis the Menace.
223
Yes.
Franklin Place in Woodmere. They are one of the places that came into us for temporary trailers. Their year extension is coming to an end.
Is this the one with the decision that says you can't get any more extensions of time?
But it, LLC, Garden City. This was the vet tech that built this center for us.
What do they need?
It was a parking variance. So PSEG wouldn't allow them to keep the transformer and the electrical hookups that they have there. They had to upgrade them. Where they could put them on the site plan would then, without
Relief.
any more parking relief, would trigger a side yard, but they were never advertised for a side yard, so they had to come back for the.
Who needs a side yard?
To put it where they originally, now were
PSE&G.
where the designers were going to put it, they were going to put it somewhere that would trigger a side yard. However, they redesigned it and were able to put it in the parking lot, and it would take away 2 spots, so it would be a 2-spot additional variance that we originally granted. So
What was the original variance?
Instead of a 9 space relief, we were granting an 11 spot.
So what was the parking? Because
You could
the
craft
two
something
difference
to
from, if
justify
the
that, right?
required was 150 and they had 130, 2 more doesn't matter.
PSE&G,
If it
and
was
it's a public
10
utility.
and they
Yeah,
had
but if
4,
it's here for
and we it puts it in perspective.
They were originally, they were required 146 and they were providing 137. This would bring them down to 135.
Of 146.
So it's not
I mean,
like it's 4, you
that's-
go from 4 to 2 and you
That's
needed
what
20.
I was just, that's exactly the example I just
Yeah.
used. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So this was
Administrative
knocked
review.
down to us for an administrative review. Are you guys okay with that?
We're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, I would make a motion that we adopt the recommendation of the buildings department and the modification that's required because of relocating the utilities, that we grant them the modification.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?